We'd like to start the regular press conference by Minister Motegi. Minister, the floor is yours, sir. Thank you. I would like to share 3 points with you at the beginning. So on the 70th, this is in regard to the memorial to honor those who perished in the Battle of Okinawa. On this day of memorial, 75th day of memorial, to remember those who perished in the Battle of Okinawa, with a wish for peace, with my personal wish for lasting peace, I would like to share my deepest condolences with those who perished. Although 75 years have passed since the end of the war, people of Okinawa still face significant impact. Such circumstances cannot be accepted. We gravely accept that. We gravely see the situation. We'd like to continue to stand with the people of Okinawa, and as the Minister of Foreign Affairs, I will exert my utmost efforts. Now, on this day of memorial, a third-year student of Okinawa Prefectural Shuri High School, Ms. Akane Takara, wrote and shared a poem for peace. I was deeply moved by her poem. Because you helped me back then, because you helped that person, I am here now. If those who preceded us had not acted with such great courage, it is for certain that none of us would be here today. So never repeating the ravages of the war and creating a nation which is peace and filled with peace. I renew that feeling once again.
Yes.
The second point. Today, the current Japan-United States Security Treaty has marked 60 years since coming into effect. My basic thought regarding the Japan-U.S. alliance on the 60 years anniversary of Japan-U.S. Security Treaty is as stated in the Japan joint statement made by the 4 cabinet members of Foreign Affairs and Defense Matters. But have this day as anniversary, I would like to share my thoughts with you. If I may share my thoughts regarding the 60th anniversary of the Japan-U.S. Treaty coming into effect, the Japan-U.S. alliance takes its roots in democracy, respect of human rights, and rule-based international order, and solid commitment to these values plays the role as the foundation for peace stability of not only Japan, but also in the Pacific region, and furthermore, the international arena. Furthermore, Japan-U.S. alliance is strong as ever and broad and indispensable. Japan-U.S. Security Treaty is the core of this Japan-U.S. alliance. And as for Japan, we would like to continue to closely collaborate with the United States and put our efforts in securing the peace and prosperity of the region and the international society.
The third point. In the previous press conference, I made an announcement that we reached an agreement about easing, partial and phased easing in relation to restrictions for travel between Japan and Vietnam. And since then, between the authorities of Vietnam, we have been promoting coordination with regard to concrete measures as well as procedures. Now, against the backdrop, starting from 2 days from today, which is June 25th, June 26th, and on June 27th, on those 3 days, based on the arrangement made by the Japanese Chamber of Commerce based in Vietnam, from Japan, a temporary flight will be conducted to Vietnam. As a result, roughly 440 Japanese expats, as well as those who are engaged in business travels, will be traveling to Vietnam. So after reaching an agreement about partial and phased easing of travel between our 2 countries, this would represent the first such travel for the Japanese. With regard to this particular travel, when they enter Vietnam, they will enter the country based on novel coronavirus-related prevention procedures designated by Vietnam. Also, for those who are traveling, business travelers who will be returning to Japan fairly shortly, when they return to Japan, based on the condition that trial measures decided at the NCS coronavirus headquarters on 18th, based on the condition that additional quarantines will be taken, then even while they're staying in for 14 days, the measures to enable them to carry out business will be conducted even if they are staying at home. So that's all for myself. I would now like to go to Q&A. If you wish to ask a question, please use the microphone. Anyone with the first question, please. So we'd like to go to the first question. Sankei Shimbun, please. Seiji Kitake from Sankei Shimbun. It's about the Chinese official vessels in the contiguous waters near the Japanese waters. 72 days consecutively, Chinese official vessels have entered the territorial waters. And yesterday, I understand that such entry by the vessels were confirmed. How do you see the actions taken by the Chinese? And also, can you share with us the response on the part of the Japanese government, please? Yes. With the global spread of novel coronavirus, again, there is a need for international coordination and collaboration. The fact that there have been entry by the Chinese official vessels into contiguous waters and territorial waters, and the fact that such a situation continues in the territorial waters near Senkaku Island, that is most regrettable. With regard to such activities, we repeatedly lodged protest through the diplomatic channel up until now. There is no true improvement of Japan and Chinese relations without stability of the East China Sea. This has been repeatedly raised by Prime Minister Abe upon his meeting with Mr. Xi Jinping, and also from myself to Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Wang Yi. We have made strong requests in relation to activities of the Chinese, based on the firm resolution that we will firmly maintain and protect Japanese territorial waters and air. We will continue to take firm and calm measures. Thank you.
Nikkei Shimbun, Mr. Kato, please go ahead. I'm Kato from Nikkei Shimbun. I would like to talk about the question regarding to the 60th anniversary of the Japan-U.S. Security Alliance. And Prime Minister Abe said that he would like to thoroughly discuss it in the National Security Council. Till now, they were the roles that were played as the shield and the pike, and talk about the ability to attack a foreign enemy base. But can you share with us what kind of discussions are going on? This 60th anniversary of the Japan-U.S. Security Treaty and what will be discussed in NSC this June. It's not because it is the 60th year anniversary that this is going to be discussed. But the security environment that is surrounding our country is becoming more severe. And in what way, what kind of a collaboration can be conducted between Japan and U.S.? And how are we going to strengthen our defense power? To discuss that, we have reached a critical timing to thoroughly discuss that once again. It's not just simply a shield and a pike. This is not something that can be characterized as such, meaning that our security environment is not that simply described. So, how the two nations can collaborate with each other and identify roles to play. And within that situation, how can we strengthen our defense power is what we would like to thoroughly discuss in June.
Next question, please. Yes, please. Takao from Kyoto Press. Minister, at the outset, you talked about the partial easing and the phased easing of travel between Japan and Vietnam. You mentioned in your statement that measures that are designated by the Vietnamese will be taken. That means that Japanese business travelers will they be required to provide a certificate certifying that they do not have their negative COVID-19 based on PCR testing? Is that what you're saying? Well, yes, with regard to trial measures allowing for this mutual travel, we're now in the final stage of coordination. Naturally, when people enter into Vietnam, then there will be some measures which were designated by the Vietnamese, and we're now in the final coordination of working that out. Thank you.
Any other questions? No more questions from the floor? Then we'd like to conclude today's press conference. Thank you very much.